Salvete omnes, hodie legemus partem vigente tres de libro cuius nomen est Ritchie Fābulae Facilēs. Incipiamus. Pars vigenti tres. Third labor, the Cerynean stag. Postquam Euristeo cades hydrae nuntiata est, magnos timor animum ius occupavit. Ius ut igitur Herculum servum, quondam ad se refere, noluit inem virum tantae audaciae in urbe retinere. Hic autem cervus, cuius cornua aurea fuisse traduntur, incredibili fuit celeritate. Hercules igitur primo vestigiis eum in silva persequabatur, de inde ubi cervum ipsum vidit, omnibus viribus curere coepit. Usque ad vesperum crebat, neque noctorum tempus sibi ad quietam relinquebat. Frustra tamen, nullo inem modo cervum consequi poterat. Tandem postquam totum annum cucurerat, ita traditur, cervum cursu exanimatum cepit, et vivum ad Euristeum retulit. So, after the death of the Hydra, Caides Hydrae, was announced, nuntiata est, past passive participle, to Eurystheus, a great fear, magnus timor, occupied or seized his soul, animum ius. Therefore, igitur, he ordered, usit, Hercules to bring back to him ad se refere a certain deer, and quindam here is the masculine singular accusative of quodam, meaning a certain one, so a certain deer. For enim he did not want to retain noluit retinere a man of such audacity, virum tantae audaciae, in the city, in urbe. Urbe there is in the ablative. However, this deer, hic cervus, whose horns, cuius cornua, are said to have been gold. So, traduntur are reported. Fuisse, or are said. Fuisse is to have been. It's the perfect infinitive of to be. So, esse is to be in the present. Fuisse is to have been. So, whose horns are reported to have been gold, was, meaning the deer was, incredibly fast. And we've got an ablative of quality there for incredibili celeritate. Therefore, igitur, Hercules, first, primo, was pursuing persequebatur, him, meaning the deer, eum, by means of footprints, vestigiis, in the woods. So vestigiis is in the ablative, persequebatur has those passive endings on it, but it's a definite verb, meaning it's got the passive endings but an active meaning. Then, ubi, when he saw the deer itself, cervum ipsum, he began to run, curere coepit, with all his strength. And remember, this is in the ablative, and viribus isn't from vir meaning man, it's from vis meaning strength, so literally with all his strengths. He was running, corebat, usque ad vesperum, until evening, and neither, neque, did he leave relinquebat, the nighttime, nocturnum tempus, to himself, sibi, ad quietam, for rest. So in the sentence, nocturnum tempus are both in the accusative, and they're neuter. So like tempus, you've got your option. Could be nominative, could be accusative. By context, we know it's accusative here. So he did not leave the nighttime to himself, dative, for rest, ad quietam. In vain, however, frustra tamen, For inim, he had not been able to pursue poterat consequi. Poterat here is in the pluperfect, and consequi is an infinitive. It's an infinitive of a dative or a deponent verb. So consequor is deponent, so consequi is the infinitive of that. For he had not been able to follow the deer in nullo modo, in any way. Finally, tandem, after a whole year, postquam totum adum, so after he had run for a whole year, cucurerat, so that's in the pluperfect, thus it is reported, ita traditur, and note traditur is used in both places here. This one's in the plural because it's about the horns that are being reported to have been of gold, so it's plural. So finally, after he had run for a whole year, thus it is reported, he seized the exhausted deer and wised the deer exhausted from the chase, from the course, from the running, cursu, that's in the ablative, and vivum, and the living thing. We've got an adjective here, vivum, meaning alive, which is used substantively, meaning there's no other noun to go with it. So if you said something like, only the strong will survive, strong there is being used substantively. It's like the strong ones, it's implied. So the living one, meaning the deer, he brought back to Eurystheus.